Hi guys, get ready with me for the day. I just started watching Love Island this season. When it went viral 2 seasons ago, I did not get into it because I, for some reason, just can't get into reality TV, but I decided to watch this season and I'm gonna give you guys my 2 cents. I'm gonna start with Kenzie. I really did not like her for the whole entire season until that one episode where they were doing karaoke. And then I was like, wait, I actually kind of like her. It's like my feelings towards her keeps getting switched on and off. One episode, I'm genuinely like, what the fuck are you doing? And then the next, I'm like, wait, I kind of like you. I personally think that Casey did Anaya so dirty, but I guess it kind of worked out in her favor because she's now with Carl, and I love Carl so much. He's probably one of my favorites on the season. Melanie and Sincere, don't even get me started. I actually really like Melanie, I'm not gonna lie, but Sincere, he's something else. Kata and Zach, I'm not too sure about because I'm not gonna lie, I did skip a few episodes in the middle because I low-key got a little bored. But from what I've seen, people don't really love them, so I don't know, can't really say much about them. Corbin, oh my god, my boyfriend will not stop mimicking his voice, and it's actually, it's funny, but it's you gotta stop. I'm not gonna lie though, the way Casey asked TT to be his girlfriend yesterday was kind of cute. Also, I'm unintentionally wearing NYX colors today by accident, but this color combo is actually really cute. I'm wearing orange pants too. Oh, and I also really liked Caleb. I feel like Kenzie did him so freaking dirty. But yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on Love Island. It's a really interesting TV show, and you really have to pay attention to really get into it and make sure you I don't know, listen to everything everyone says. I'm going to Japan at the end of next week, and I'm so freaking excited. I haven't been back. I went for the first time 2 summers ago, and I've wanted to go back ever since, so I'm really excited to go. I also have a really exciting photo shoot next week before I leave, and I have a hair appointment that I'm so excited for. I'm kind of nervous for it. I'm not gonna tell you guys much, but I am changing my hair again, so it's gonna be a lot. A lot of you guys have been asking me what blush this is. This is the Road Blush, but in the shade Spicy Marg, which is the most pretty coral ever. But I'm doing a lot of changes before I go to Japan. I'm getting my nails done, I'm getting my toes done. I want to go get my eyebrows done, and then I'm changing my hair. I might make this a long form video. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm actually gonna miss my hair so much. I don't know, I feel like I didn't have it for that long, but also at the same time I feel like it's been a long time because I told myself before I went blonde that I would only do it for the summer. And I know we still have 2 months left before summer ends, but I'm gonna do a lot of things before I go fully dark, so I have a vision. My nose is peeling so bad. We went to the beach on the 4th. Ugh! And I burnt my nose really bad. The 4th was so fun, but we literally missed the fireworks, which I'm kind of upset about because I was looking forward to it all day, but I guess it was kind of our fault for not paying attention because apparently they moved it back. I'm literally getting ready to go to Pilates right now. Okay, bye guys.
Here was my high school day in hell, except this was my last day at high school before I dropped out. I wake up in the morning thinking this day was going to be an absolute normal day. Little did I know it was in fact not. I start getting ready for school, and this day I decided, you know what, I'm going to curl my hair and look really cute. So that's exactly what I did. After finishing my hair, I was done getting ready, so I walked out of my house, and that's when I realized it was pouring down rain. So my hair was about to get ruined anyways. Once I got to school, I realized that the same exact rumor that had been going around about me for months was still going around, and it was people saying that I had herpes just because I was on Accutane and my lips were really dry. I truly do not know how someone who has never had a cold sore could even have herpes, but you know what? No matter what I said, they were never gonna believe me. Within 5 minutes of being there, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. I could get in trouble, but I don't really care. I'm tired of these people being jerks to me, and I do not want to be here. So I texted my mom a really long message telling her exactly how I felt and how these people were absolutely being awful to me, and I left and went back to my car. I will say on the way home, I did stop and get a Sonic Dr. Pepper because it was an absolute must after the day I had. I'll also say that my mom was a school teacher, so I never thought she was going to let me go homeschooled as bad as I wanted to. Of course, with my luck, one of my teachers saw me walk out of the school building, get in my car, and drive out of the parking lot, so they immediately called my mom in the office. And this was the moment where my amazing mother realized that if her kid that once loved school is doing anything to not be there, she must be pretty miserable. So my mom withdrawed me from school. When my mom called me to tell me that she had withdrawn me from school, I literally could not believe it. I immediately started bawling my eyes out, and let me tell you, they were not sad tears. I was happy to never go back to that place. I don't think most people realize how bad I was actually being treated at school, nor did my mom realize how bad people were actually acting towards me, because I kept most of it to myself because I was very embarrassed and did not understand what was wrong with me for people to treat me this way. So even with my mom knowing so little, I was so incredibly grateful and blessed for the fact that she still took my word for the fact that I did not want to be there and knew something had to be going on that was very bad if I didn't want to be at school, and withdrawed me. I ended up going to a homeschool program, and it was the best thing I ever did. I even ended up graduating high school early, so it really worked out in my favor. But this was one of my very last high school days in hell, because after that I never went back there. But trust me, they still tried to make my life hell even after leaving that place.
Hey guys, get ready for me to sneak out of my house. Okay, so as y'all know, I'm grounded, like, for the summer, basically. I can have my phone, but I can't do anything. And my friends, like, we had this trip planned to Six Flags for tomorrow, and everyone's having a sleepover at the twins' house tonight. So, whenever my parents go to sleep, I'm sneaking out to go over there. Now, before anyone tries to talk me out of doing this, like, I have a great plan, like, an amazing plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave, like, at nighttime, right? And then whenever my mom texts me in the morning saying, where are you? I'm going to be like, oh, I had work today and I had to open, which is really smart. So I'm going to pause my location at the place I work so I can go to Six Flags tomorrow. And guys, I know my mom's going to believe I'm at work tomorrow because anytime I'm grounded, she knows I work a lot because that's my only way of getting out of the house. So I'm going to say I'm working a double just so I can be at Six Flags for as long as possible tomorrow. Like, literally, what possibly could go wrong? Like, this is the best plan I have ever, like, I don't know, conducted in my entire life. Anyways, if this plan goes wrong, I'm literally gonna blame y'all because y'all were the ones that was telling me, like, YOLO on the video I threw a party on. So this is where I got the idea from. I got the idea from y'all, basically. Because y'all were just telling me YOLO, and you know what? Like, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, you know what? YOLO. Like, I'm just gonna go. I might get kicked out of the house after this, but you know what? There's always places to go. Guys, if all goes wrong, I'll move in with Jenna and Adelaide. Don't fright. Or the twins. Like, I'll just house hop forever, you know? Just in case I get kicked out because of this. Oh, guys, and I forgot to mention that, like, we're having a sleepover with our whole friend group, like, girls and guys. Like, obviously the guys are sleeping in a different room, but I feel like this is gonna be so freaking fun because I've never had one of these. Like, obviously I've had sleepovers with my boyfriends before, but I've never had, like, a sleepover with, like, my guy friends. Like, you know, I feel like that'll just be fun. Okay guys, I'm literally gonna make a grim for Six Flags tomorrow so I can update y'all on if my plan works or not. I'm only scared about getting through the night because if I was leaving in the morning, like, it wouldn't be an as big deal, but if my mom wakes up and she notices my car's gone, which I don't think she would go outside, and also she's a heavy sleeper, I think I'll be fine. But that's the only part I'm scared about, is getting through the night. So your girl might not sleep. But you know what? That is a-okay. I'm going to end up at Six Flags one way or another. Guys, I probably should stop being a bad kid, but you know what? I don't know. I'm ready to be in college. I need my freedom now. Guys, I literally cannot wait till I get to college because y'all are gonna, like, love my college series and my college life because it's gonna be like go, go, go. Like, literally. And I'm just ready for you guys to see a whole new side of me that you haven't seen before. Anyways, I'm pretty much done grimming, and I hope you guys enjoyed my grim to sneak out. I will update y'all because I'm a little scared this isn't gonna work out, but fingers crossed it does. Bye, queens.
Hey guys, get ready with me for school. So as you can see, we're on a, like, pink theme today. This side of my heatless curls stayed in really well. I don't know about my left side. They're not that bad. Okay, I took an everything shower last night and my hair feels so soft. And I also finally cleaned my whole entire room. You can actually see my floor now. I think it's 7:20 and I have to leave a little bit early today because I have a meeting at 8. You guys, look at what happened to my nails. I don't know if you can tell, but 2 of them broke off. So I think I might want to get my nails done, like my Valentine's Day nails. I'm debating if I want to get gel instead of acrylic this time. Okay guys, I went shopping with my friends and we all got these earrings. Literally, look how cute they are. I'm gonna put them in. So cute. I've been obsessed with bows recently. I used primer the other day and I thought it held my makeup up pretty well. So I'm gonna try it out again and see if it works in school air. This weekend was one of the best weekends I've had so far this year. Like, if I have these weekends every single week, this is what will keep me going until summer break. On Friday, I hung out with 2 of my friends. We all did like the food roulette where we played rock, paper, scissors and whoever won got to choose the drinks or the entree and then the dessert. I won drinks, but we ended up not doing them. But for the entree, we had pizza. And then for desserts, we had like mini cakes. But everything was super good. And then after that, we made ice cream sandwiches. But I was deaf. One of my other friends was blind. She had a blindfold on. And my other friend was mute. And we made ice cream sandwiches. They actually turned out pretty good. It was super funny though. Does anyone else's rare beauty like leak like that? While we were eating our ice cream sandwiches, we watched Set It Up. It's so good. Like, I have so many new movies and shows on my need to watch list, especially from you guys because you guys were telling me like which movies and shows were good. And my friend also made like a whole note page of all of her recommendations and she's watched so many. It's Monday and it's gonna be a long day, so we need this to stay. And I also have practice after school. And then on Saturday, I hung out with my other 2 friends. We all live like 30 minutes away from each other. So like we all barely hang out with each other. But on Saturday, we went to the mall. We're literally there for 3 hours. I never get anything at the mall. I'll give you guys a little haul of what I got. Okay, so from Aerie, I really needed just black shorts. So I got these crossover ones. And then from Francesca's, I got these pack of earrings. And then I got this necklace, but it's in my bathroom. And then from another store, we all got these bow earrings. This started flaking up on me. I think it's because I've had it for so long. I don't know if I should just I don't know if I should just get another one of these or something else. If you know any good ones, please let me know. Oh wait, I also got this hoodie at the mall. I have it on my LTK because I wore it in my last video. I'm so tired from yesterday. My friend and I literally sat in Panera for like 6 hours straight doing homework. But anyways, it's 7:40. So I need to choose an outfit like now. So pretty. Okay, I'm thinking these jeans. I have this pink sweater or like this off the shoulder sweater. Alexa, choose a number between 1 and 2. Okay, this is the outfit. And then I have my Uggs on. I feel like everything matches today. Like my earrings match my nails because they have like little bows on them. So cute. And then my sweater. But I need to leave now. Have an amazing day. I love you guys.
Let's get ready for my first ever brand event. I have my regular skincare skin prep on and I'm going in with my e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I just have my hair sitting in rollers so I can brush it out later, but starting with my usual, which is the House Labs foundation. This is the shade 200. I'm just layering up on this for a little extra coverage, but I'm going to an event tonight for a little hat bar that's opening up in town, and I'm going to create my own cowgirl hat, which is so exciting. I live in Nashville and I grew up like in kind of a farm town and I don't even own a cowgirl hat, so I'm excited to make one. Layering some concealer for a little extra coverage, and this is the NARS concealer in the shade Madeline. Concealer is blended out. I'm going in with my usual contour stick, which is the LYS contour stick in the shade Harmony. Doing my cheekbones and forehead, and then I'm just going to blend that out with this brush, which is from Bosma. Just doing my nose a little bit too, and tapping that out with the same brush. And then dragging it over my eyes for a little bit of eye contour going on. This part, honestly, I leave kind of messy because I'll just sharpen it all up afterwards with concealer anyway. Using my tried and true NARS Shape Tape in the shade 16N, just going underneath like that. And then swiping out to carve out that contour. Blending that out now with my beauty blender and making sure to sharpen up like the nose and then that eye contour that we did earlier. For today's look, I want to definitely go like very bronzy and brown, I think. So I'm going to start with my Rhode Pocket Blush in Tan Line and swipe that over the high points of my cheek. And then I'm going to layer that with a tiny bit of my Huda Beauty blush filter, and this is in the shade Latte. I think this will make it look like super pretty and bronzy and brown. I'm going to use a smaller little blush brush from Bosma to tap all of that out. If it ever starts to look like that for you, you can always just go back in and tap out your concealer into it to soften that line so then it starts looking more like this and less like a big streak on your cheek. Blush is all blended out. This is exactly what I wanted. I dragged a little bit over my nose, on my chin, and the temples of my forehead too. Time to set everything. I'm just using my Huda Beauty Pound Cake Loose Powder. I'm going under the eyes to start, dabbing a little bit on my chin and my T-zone as well. I'm using my Physicians Formula in the shade Deep.
package actually broke, and this happens to me very often because I am a serial bronzer dropper, but it still works just fine like this. Again, just tapping over exactly where I did that cream contour earlier. Since I don't know how to nose contour for the life of me, I just drag it down the sides of my nose and call it good. I want to keep the blush not super pink, so using the Milani blush in Petal Primavera and just tapping that over the highest points of my cheek. I'm going to bake a little bit just using my same Huda Beauty powder, carving out my cheekbones, and then also using that to sharpen up the sides of my nose. Before we get to the fun part, which is eyes, I'm going to do my eyebrows using this Maybelline Super Lock Brow Gel and slicking them down first, letting them dry, and then I'll fill them in afterwards. Brows are dry. I'm going to fill them in with the NYX Lift and Snatch pen, and this is in the shade Brunette. It's a bit tedious to sit here and do all of it, but I really like the way that it looks when it's all done. I've literally been asked before if I get my eyebrows microbladed because of this brow product, so if that's the look you're going for, you will love this. Using my usual Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm going to dip into these two colors right here, dragging that on the outer corner of my eye and a little bit through the crease. Deepening up that outer corner just a little bit using this brown shade. I keep it pretty simple. I honestly typically use the same brush, and I will just go back and forth between all the colors till it's about looking the way I want it to. A little tip, if things start looking really dark, just go back in with your lighter colors and brush it over the top to reblend everything. Using a little bit more of a tapered brush and going back in with those two lighter colors underneath the lash line. And then with a more defined brush, using that darker color and really going close to the lash line here. Sticking with that very bronzy kind of brown look we have going on, I'm going to use this golden shade down here from the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette, and it is called Gold Standard. Just taking that on my finger and then patting it all over the lid. It's okay if it's messy because you can always go back and blend it out. I usually get a ton of fallout from that, so I'm just going in with this Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. This is in the shade 1, and wiping all of that glitter off of my cheeks and off of the underneath of my eyes. Finishing with my usual wing, just using this really deep brown color on an eyebrow brush, flicking that out just kind of messily, and then I always just take my nail to really drag it out. Finishing off the eyes using my usual highlight, which is Cookie by Benefit, putting that on my inner corners and then also dusting it a little bit under my brow bone. Finishing off the face by just wiping off my bake right now, and I always go in with the Charlotte Tilbury powder just to make sure that I'm not disrupting any of the makeup underneath. I'm gonna add a few freckles. This is the Freck XL pen, just dotting those on kind of like the bridge of my nose. Moving on to eyelashes now, just curling with my Shiseido lash curler. I'm gonna go in with a few coats of this L'Oreal Extensionist mascara. I did just add little clusters on the ends of my lashes because my lashes are struggling right now, and I use these little Be Blinky ones. I buy them at Target and I love them. Popping everything off with the Morphe Life Proof Spray. I've been trying this out. I bought it the other day and it is so good. I love it. I think for lips, I'm going to line with this Fenty Beauty Traced Out Liner, and this is in Peanut Butter. I've never used this shade, so let's see. Okay, here is that liner. I really, really like that color. I think I'm going to top it off with the new gloss from Fenty Beauty, which is in the shade Rose Amber. It's like this really beautiful sparkly chocolate brown, but I think it might look really pretty sheared out. There is that all on. It is so pretty. I really like this shade too. Here's everything up close right now. Let me take my hair down, get dressed, and then we'll come back and look at the final product. I'm all changed. My hair is down and brushed out, and here is the final look. So wish me luck. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.